If this doesn't look familiar to you, and it shouldn't, it's because we are checking out the Kickstarter demo for Quantum Suicide, because it's not going to fund itself. Like I said, found it on Kickstarter, looked interesting, visual novel thing going on. It says they've got 3 guys and 3 girls that you can romance. I'm not sure if you're set into a gender, you get to pick one from the get-go here, but let's do the thing. I don't know how much audio has been implemented yet, so we shall find out. I was fading in and out of sleep. Okay. It's just bursts. Got it. Hi, will you just open the door, please? Door overrides are restricted to emergency situations only. Sorry, Shizuka. I could not help you even if I wanted to. Fine, I'll do it myself. I cannot let you do that. I know there's not much you can do to stop me. Shizuka, please stop. That action is not permitted. I do not want to have to report you. Shh, you awake? I've got it. Excuse me, wake up. Hey, stop it, AI. Huh? My eyes opened slowly and I stifled a yawn with my hand. It took me a moment to remember where I was. Oh wow, the environments look amazing. I really like the HUD too, like the style of the menus and stuff. AI, what time is it? I guess it's just I. The time is 4:22 a.m. on the 12,418th day. However, I'm going back to sleep. Demo over. But I have to tell you. Shh, not now. Sleeping. I rolled over to the side and snuggled back into my blanket, determined to sleep as long as I possibly could. The warmth of my bed cocooned me, and I was drifting back off to sleep when I saw her. Well, that's not incredibly gratuitous. What? You'll need to call Yoshiki in the morning. Your door lock is broken. What? It wasn't broken when I went to bed. Well, it is now. Uh-huh. Now, how did that happen exactly? Shizuka shrugged and rolled her eyes, feigning innocence. All the while inching ever closer to my television and the copy of Unicorn's Revenge that was lying to the side of the SNES console she had lent me. I sighed heavily and sat up in my bed. All I wanted to do was get a full night's sleep. Was that so much to ask? I, the ship's artificial intelligence, stood before me stammering apologies. Her natural luminescence gave off a faint glow in the otherwise darkened room. I do apologize. I did tell her that unauthorized entry is only permitted in emergencies, but she would not listen. I know you have not been sleeping well lately. I should have done more to stop her. Don't worry about it, Was it your fault? I gave her a small smile. It is my fault. I should be able to take care of one delinquent girl. I should not have to rely on crew members to deal with my inadequacies. If I were not a hologram, I would be more effective at my duties. You should be grateful that you are non-corporeal, now more than ever. Aya's face dropped. She flickered briefly. I suppose you are correct. Still, I should have stopped her. It's okay. No harm done. I'm fine. You're fine. I can't guarantee the safety of this one, though. I nodded Shizuka. She twitches when I mention her name, but she doesn't stop connecting her controller to my console. The game console whirled into action. Music and menu sounds filled the room. Shizuka hummed to herself quietly. Why would you equip the Gilded Silver Horn of Intelligence when you clearly should be using the Sublime Sparkles of Stamina on your unicorn? I want to play this unicorn game. I don't know about the visual novel here is okay, but I want to play the unicorn game. How do you expect to defeat General Rainbow if you can't even last long enough in a battle to defeat his magical minions? It's like you don't even want to beat this game. I played the game maybe once or twice when she first lent it to me a few months ago, but it didn't really capture my attention. I only told her that I enjoyed it and wanted to keep playing because I knew it was her favorite game. I knew it meant a lot to her. Of course I want to beat the game, but it's 4 a.m. What are you even doing in here? You have my copy of Unicorn's Revenge. Uh-huh. And And you have my copy of Unicorn's Revenge. And I wanted to play it. It's mine. I'm allowed to play my own games whenever I want. Maybe when they're in your own room? I am sorry to interrupt, but would you like me to wake the captain? I believe she's quite adept at sorting out these sorts of interpersonal problems. Shizuka and I exchanged a quick glance. No words were needed to know what her answer would be. No, we're fine. We're fine, aren't we, Shizuka? We are so fine right now. See, no reason to wake the captain. None at all. I looked unconvinced, but it doesn't pursue it further. Shift. Or 10th shift. Don't do that. Very well. I have some other duties I would like to attend before the rest of the crew wakes up. I'll see you both at breakfast. She wouldn't. Tell the captain? Let's hope not, for both our sakes. I didn't particularly want to explain to the captain why Shizuka was in my room at this ungodly hour. I suspect Shizuka didn't want to go through that awkward confrontation either. It's not that crew fraternizing is forbidden on board the ship. In truth, it's vital to the mission. We had both seen the instructional video, but we didn't want to face that reality yet. Can we play now? Are you telling me you broke into my room at 4 a.m. to play multiplayer of Unicorn's Revenge with me? Do I need to tell you if you already said it, or should I just say yes? Just say yes. Yes! Alright then, let's do it. I shuffled down on the floor beside her. She handed me a controller and a Twizzler with a grin. Let's kick some unicorn butt. Somehow, the game didn't seem so bad with Shizuka by my side. Are they just going to be a sampler of the different characters, or what? Same day, so I don't know. I woke up, but this time I was alone. I must have fallen asleep while I was playing with Shizuka. I looked around, but I saw no Shizuka or I. I have a deep imprint on my forehead from having slept on the controller. I touched my head to assess the damage. Ah, sweet son of science, that hurts. It doesn't hurt that much. I've fallen asleep on controllers and other things before. It's not that big a deal. I checked the time in anticipation for breakfast. Oh no, it's already 9:30 a.m. I have missed breakfast. First thought that entered my head was how upset the captain will be about my absence. Maybe someone is still over in the dining hall. Plus, I'm really hungry. I like this room already. It's purple. You may have noticed it's a thing. I arrived at the dining hall, but unfortunately no one was there. Luckily, there appeared to be some leftover breakfast on the table. It doesn't look too bad. Maybe just a bite. Should I eat the leftovers? Do it! Can't have been that long. I picked up the leftover food and swallowed it quickly. That may have been a mistake. Ugh, now my stomach hurts even more. Maybe there's something wrong? Or maybe I'm just still hungry. I held my stomach in pain, questioning what to do for the rest of the day. What should I do now, then? More food. Well, good morning. Look who finally decided to show their face today. Katashi, our resident agricultural engineer, greeted me at the door of the kitchen with a smirk on his face. If it were anyone else with that look would have annoyed me, but on Katashi, the expression looked so misplaced on his face that I couldn't help but smile. I slept in a little. Now I'm absolutely starving. I guess you were missing a breakfast. Is there anything I could eat? My stomach's eating itself. Really? That does sound painful. Let me see. Katashi moved around the kitchen swiftly before returning. Here we are. His outstretched hand contained a plate full of the fluffiest pancakes I had ever seen. Well, come on, have some. Staring won't make you less hungry. Katashi offered me a fork as he joined me at the table. I took the fork gently from his hand and sunk it into the pancake. It was so light and fluffy that it came apart easily. Oh God, these are amazing. The soft, warm pancake, with hints of banana and cinnamon, and the smooth, creamy texture of the ice cream work wonders on my tongue. Ice cream? I was not informed of the ice cream. When I looked up, Katashi was staring at me. He seemed oddly contented. Thanks for this. I really appreciate it. I feel so much better now. Glad you're feeling better. Katashi chuckled.
Anyway, I've got to be honest with you. Those pancakes, they were a bribe. What's he want? A bribe? For what?
I had a sudden sinking feeling. Was this a trap?
For you.
I felt my face scrunch up in confusion.
I was hoping I could get some help in the kitchen today. I've got a lot to make and not enough hands. Your entrance is perfectly timed. I'm easily a master chef. So, I'm pretty sure I can cook you under the table. Oh, really? Well, I'm interested to see what you can do. What would you like me to make? Sponge cake? Creme caramel? Huh, hardly.
Katashi scooped up my plate and cleaned it before I could even properly thank him.
Now, let's get to work.
Right, so what's first?
First is this.
Katashi grabbed 2 aprons off the back of the door and held one out to me. I took it from him and slipped it over my head. With the grace of habit, Katashi deftly tied his apron, but I fumbled with my own. Damn it, it won't tie. Did you give me a defective one? For some reason, no matter which way I tied it, the string was always too short and slipped straight through. Katashi tilted his head and looked at me, seemingly bemused that I couldn't tie my apron. I felt my face flush as he stood there wordlessly watching me. Oh, like you've never had a bad apron tying day. I snapped at him and spun around, unable to bear his gaze while I continued to struggle. Then I felt his rough hands stilling my own and gently pulling them away from the string. My apron tightened around me as he knotted it.
There, all done. You know, I never realized what a clever researcher such as yourself would be so confounded by a simple apron string. Yeah, well, theory and practice are very different things. I glimpsed a smirk as Katashi began gathering equipment out of various cupboards. He covered the bench in chopping boards, mixing bowls, and assorted foodstuffs. Afforded? So, what's the plan? Dinner. We have 4 hours before it has to be on the table.
And what is for dinner?
Roast beef and vegetables, a meal fit for a king.
You better get that beef in soon, that takes a while.
We require bread rolls for the occasion. After all, tonight's dinner may be someone's last.
Yeah. 15 minutes passed without me noticing. Watching Katashi work in the kitchen was entrancing.
The dinner rolls.
Huh?
Your dinner rolls are burning.
No! I can't believe this is happening! I rushed over and yanked the oven door open, fanning away the smoke with the bottom of my apron. Katashi leapt toward the fridge, shoving the cake batter inside before rushing over to help. How did you even burn the dinner rolls? It was on an automatic setting. Nope, wrong voice, but whatever. I bumped the buttons when I was putting it back in, but didn't think anything of it. Suddenly, I zapped in unceremoniously. The alarm filled the room. Alert. Smoke has been detected in the kitchen. Potential fire hazard detected. I'm guessing they're going to fill in with more voice acting if they get funded. If they haven't already. I forgot to actually check the total before I did this. Anyway.
I've got it under control. No need to set off the alarm or the...
Water sprayed out from the ceiling. I heard a gasp escape my lips as the cold water ran down my face and back. I could feel it seeping through my apron into my uniform.
Damn it, I said we had it under control.
Fire hazards must be eliminated at all costs. I apologize for the inconvenience. Katashi ushered me out of the kitchen into a dry hallway. We stood there absolutely saturated, dripping on the clean floor. I dropped my apron on the floor as a shiver ran through me. The shiver echoed in Katashi as he rubbed his hand vigorously across his arms. Shaking the excess water out of his hair, his apron soon followed suit and hit the floor. I opened my mouth to apologize, but couldn't think of anything to say or even begin to make up for the damage I'd caused. Katashi pursed his lips sulkily at me.
I want my bribe back.
Well, if you want me to vomit on your shoes, I can deposit that right now. Regret flooded through me as I stumbled through an apology. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean... And that's it for Katashi. Or is there more? I don't know. I arrived at the dining hall with plenty of time to spare before dinner. After missing breakfast this morning, the smell of rich gravy that permeated the room set my mouth watering. The dining hall, usually bustling with eager crew members, was strangely empty today, with only Katashi and the captain present. Where is everyone? You are early. I like that in a soldier. Katashi snorted at the idea that I'm a soldier, and he isn't wrong. I don't think I could shoot a gun straight if somebody aimed it for me. I'm a scientist, after all. Sit here, please. Kimiko indicated the seat next to her.
Playing favorites, are we, Captain?
Far from it. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, I believe is the saying. Trust must be earned on my ship, and in these trying times, I think it's best to keep them under watch, don't you? Even though I knew it was a lie, it still stung a little. Kimiko's mouth was pulled taut, and her eyes brooked no argument. Good word. I sat down next to her quietly. Despite having shared a bed the night before, it terrified me how easily Kimiko could pretend that I meant nothing to her. Okay. Of course. I think it's something in the eyes, or the mouth, or the chin. You know what? It's the whole face. The whole face just isn't trustworthy. Oh, thanks very much. Katashi tossed me a casual shrug, but there was a hint of doubt in his smile, almost as if he knew something wasn't right. As he did, the crew filed in for dinner. Good evening, I trust you all. Good evening, everyone. I trust you all.
I want all the food in my mouth right now.
Yoshiki, you're late again.
Sorry. Melody's getting really good at hiding these days. I was in one of the spacesuits.
Kimiko's face softened at the sight of Melody, nodding sharply for them to sit in the remaining seats. Now, as I was saying, I'm like shifting between Australian garbage accent and English garbage accent here, and it's pretty bad. I'm sorry. Now, as I was saying, I trust you all had a productive day. Katashi's prepared for us.
Roast beef, vegetables, and gravy.
Sounds delightful. As always, thank you as always for your preparation and hard work. Various words of gratitude were mumbled in Katashi's general direction. Itadakimasu. The beef was smooth and tender, smothered in gravy as it was, but it all slid down my throat. The slight crunch of the carrots and the hearty warmth of the potatoes complemented the meat beautifully. They seem to be on a spaceship. I'm kind of surprised they have, relatively fresh Earth fare, so I wonder what's up with that. Anyway, for such simple fare, Katashi sure made it taste delicious.
Roast beef. Is there any more, Katashi?
Sorry, Shizuka. Everyone ate everything pretty quickly today. Shizuka frowned at the last remaining piece of beef. Now that we've eaten, does anyone have any announcements they wish to make this evening?
I am.
Go on, you can do it. Corrupted, who are you?
I lost Fred's girlfriend, the Stegosaurus. So if you find her, please give her to me. Thanks.
Good job, Melody. Don't worry, we'll find Ginger in no time. Anything else? Go ahead, I bowed respectfully, then jerked suddenly. When she rose up, her mouth was stretched too widely to be natural, and her eyes had deepened to an uncomfortable blood red. That's probably bad.
Yahoo!
And there's a D in front of it. She's probably going to kill us all. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to remind you all that in mere 28 hours, you will be participating in the deletion game. I understand that this can be quite a downer for you all, but then again, one of you will be going down tomorrow, so I guess it's fitting. Sleep well, my friends. I hope you're all excited as I am. What? D.I. saluted flippantly. Then AI returns bewildered. Oi. Yes, Captain? Must you announce that? Unfortunately, DAI's programming overrides my own. I apologize, but I cannot prevent it from occurring. Very well.
I don't want to. I don't want to see someone die again.
Melody, calm down. It's okay. I'm here. Alright, I want everyone to remain calm.
What? You just want us to sit around and wait? Hope for the best?
It's way too close to Shizuka. For now, yes, we're doing everything we can to understand the programming. Okay, so it's not supposed to be doing this deletion game, they think.
Except that the programming is basically impossible to override without the code.
Yoshiki, silence!
There's nothing we can do for now but our duties.
I've got an idea. Let's throw the newbie over here out of the airlock.
Beatrix? What? We were happy till they showed up. Now look what's happening. It has to be their fault. You know very well that throwing a crew member out of the airlock is just not going to solve the problem. Why would you even say such a thing? Who knows? Maybe it would bring us good luck. We don't know until we try. Beatrix fixed me with a dark, dangerous look. She looked nervous. Nicholas's words were utterly lost on her as she continued to stare at me. All right, enough. We are frustrated and we are all in this together. Pointing fingers is helping no one. We will deal with tomorrow when it comes. Dismissed. Captain. I said dismissed, Nicholas. Everyone started to shuffle out of the dining hall in a depressing silence. I stood to head towards my quarters, but felt anxious about going back to the cavernous room to be alone with the chaotic thoughts thrashing in my mind. I felt a tentative tap on my shoulder. A quick word, please. Someone's in trouble. Kimiko and Beatrix exchanged glares, and Beatrix disappeared outside the hulking metal door. The captain and I were left alone. I wonder how long this goes. It is so rare that I can find the time to speak openly with you. It is hard keeping us a secret from everyone. I understand. I want to tell everyone too because I am so happy, but now simply isn't the time. I know. Maybe when we fix all this mess with the game, we can tell everyone about us. I hope so too. Kimiko leaned into me, placing her soft, delicate hands on either side of my face. She looked me straight in the eyes. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I never thought I could truly be happy. Before you say anything, if I die tomorrow, I want you to know that I was truly happy up until my last moment. I would not ask to spend my last moments in any other way, or with anyone other than you. I love you today, tomorrow, and forever. I love you too. Kimiko leaned in and kissed me sweetly. I just want to finish cleaning up here. Why don't you head off to bed and I will be there shortly. Okay, I will see you shortly. I left the dining hall and headed to Kimiko's quarters, constantly checking to ensure no one saw me. I arrived at her quarters soon after and turned the lights on as I entered. Conveniently looks like my quarters. Kimiko?
Hi.
Yes? You startled me. How did you get back here before I did? Kimiko moved towards me and placed her finger across my lips. Shh. She leaned in close. I could smell the scent of strawberries in her hair. I could feel her warm breath prickling on my neck. I felt warm metal slice through my skin effortlessly. I looked down in horror to see a knife protruding from my stomach. Blood was pouring onto the floor. Clutching the knife wound, I stumbled backwards, slipping in the pool of my own blood. Guessing that's probably the AI. Kimiko stood over me, her eyes empty. A soft smile played over her face. She crouched down next to my ear, lightly caressing my face. In no world are we together. She drew the knife from my stomach, the pain becoming excruciating as the blade gently dragged across my flesh. From the ground, I saw Kimiko exit to her bathroom. I applied pressure to the open wound, soaking my hands in blood. My breathing became labored, each breath harder than the last as Kimiko entered the quarters. Oh no! Kimiko let out a scream of pure horror as her eyes locked onto mine. Kimiko rushed to my side, hauling me into her lap. Tears streamed from her face onto mine as her voice became higher and much more desperate. I appeared. Oh my, shall I alert the good doctor? Go, hurry, hurry! I disappeared as quickly as she appeared. Come on, don't give up on me. Kimiko fearfully shook me, her panic fueling her actions. Kimi. It's okay. Don't try to talk. Just stay awake. Nicholas will heal shortly. This is nothing but a flesh wound. You'll be okay. He'll fix this. You'll be okay. As Kimiko continued to reassure me that everything was going to be fine, dread coursed through my veins as I saw a glint of steel flash behind her. Whoa! That's probably bad. That's super bad. That's also not that great an angle on the knife. My brain was running rampant. How is this possible? I could feel Kimiko shaking me, screaming my name. Kimiko, behind. No words would come out. My body wouldn't move. Darkness washed over me. Well, gotten stabbed. Welcome to the deletion game. So yeah, there's your Kickstarter demo. Apparently you're in space and an AI kills someone every certain number of days. And I guess you're trying to figure out a way to stop it or to keep the people you like from dying? Sorry, sexy captain. Although you'd think killing the captain of the ship might be a little impractical since they need to captain the ship. I don't know, we're going to need the full game to know her motives or whatnot, but this actually looks pretty neat. The Kickstarter will be linked down in the info section. They've only got a few more days to go, so please get on that soon. I'm not sure if it's funded yet, but it'd be nice to see it get the money it needs. Hopefully this video will get out to some people in time, and if not, it'll be a relic of what they tried to do, and maybe they can just jump to Indiegogo and get flexible funding. But yeah, I like this. This is pretty neat. Quantum Suicide, check it out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and consider subscribing so you get videos like this on the regular. I put up a lot of stuff every day. If you help me out on Patreon using the link in the upper corner, you can help me put out even more. You can also check me out on Twitter with the username on the lower right, or swing by my website, Negabun.com, for all sorts of content, written, video, and otherwise, that I do regarding gaming.